It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Hello to all. Welcome to Divas That Care Network. I am Joyce Benning, and I will be your host for this exciting and invigorating, robust lifestyle show. I want to thank each one of our listeners that have tuned in live and will be listening to the podcast. I am just very grateful and thankful for each one of you. And I am just overly excited today. I have a returning diva with me that is an author in our upcoming Divas Animal Prints on My Soul book, which is soon to be released. And we are going to talk with Marla Patrick, and I am going to let her introduce herself and tell a little bit about herself today. Marla, would you please do that for our listeners?
Sure. As she said, my name is Marla Patrick, and in addition to owning a small boarding and grooming and training business, I work with Beagle Freedom Project as an ambassador. I adopted one of their dogs, and I am very passionate about stopping animal testing because I do have one of their survivors that they rescued from a laboratory setting, and my life pretty well revolves around him, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh my goodness. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, that is a little story in itself right there. Wow. Beautiful. We will have to do another interview and have you tell some more information about the Eagle Freedom Project and the dog that you have adopted and how he's impacted your life. That's beautiful.
Yes. He's pretty amazing.
Oh, awesome. Well, what is your story about that you have submitted to the Animal Prints on My Soul book?
It is actually about Klein. I rescued him from Beagle Freedom Project about 8 years ago, and we have literally changed our entire lives just to make sure that the remainder of his life is as it should be, because he spent the first 2.5 years of his life being tortured in a laboratory setting. And he really has inspired me with his ability to rebound from what he's been through. You know, he's my best friend, and he is just a true testimony to you can go through some really crappy stuff, but still thrive and survive if you've got the right people around you, if you've got a good friend. And he has truly changed my life in ways that I could not have imagined when I first adopted him.
Oh, wow. Wow. He has truly impacted your life in a whole lot of ways, it sounds like.
He really has. Oh. He's still the sweetest, most loving, most kind, eager to please dog, and he should quite honestly hate us. And it's been a path to get to this point, but most people don't even know he's, not what most would consider a normal dog. He has just continued to learn and thrive and trust, and I don't know if I was in his boots that I would feel the same way, but they're just a true testimony to what we're capable of.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Wow, what an impact. And like you said, he has changed how you do things. Do you tell a little more in the story itself on some of the changes that have happened from the impacts of him being in your life?
Yeah, he we've done things as crazy as if we get up in the middle of the night, we walk through the house differently. We have to announce ourselves before we come into the room because otherwise he panics and freaks out. We've learned that he cannot stay home unattended because he does not cope well, but he has spent a lot of time in my vehicle, and as a result gotten very smart. I fear that if I ever left the keys in the truck, he may drive off with it. He's learned how to work the horn. He's learned how to work the windows. It's a little disturbing sometimes just how smart this boy is, but he brings a lot of joy to me, and I like to think that we're bringing him the same amount of joy that he's bringing us. So.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that is too awesome. Oh, what type of a dog is he? What?
He is a Beagle.
A Beagle.
Unfortunately, the majority of animals used in laboratory testing are Beagles, and what makes them good family members or what also make them good test subjects. They're docile, they're loving, they're forgiving, and unfortunately they exploit that where they're evil. So, but he's the best boy.
Oh my! Oh, that is just awesome. How long have you had him in your life?
I have had him right at about 8 years. He just turned 10, and I got him right before he turned 2.5. And the first couple weeks were a little rough. Couldn't touch him.
Mm-hmm.
He sat in my dining room and snarled at me if I got too close to him. And I finally figured out that I just had to ignore him and let him be. And one day he started following me around, and although I couldn't touch him, he thought he had to be where I was at 24 hours a day. I couldn't even go to the bathroom alone. But I started trying to reach out and pet him, and about every other time he would let me get a quick swipe, and it was a process. Let's just put it that way. And now you'd never know it because he wants my attention 24/7.
That's just what I was going to say, but the rewards that have come from taking the patience to let him come on his own time like that. He had to build his trust in you. And it had been too devastated being around evil humans that he could build that quickly. It took some time, and I can understand that. But wow. Oh.
And I must say, my tour does get some credit. I have a female Beagle that I rescued as a baby, and we joke that she bullied him into being a normal dog. He just would not take no for an answer. We have video of her just running up and just slamming into the side of him and then running off and doing little zoomies and circles and stopping and looking at him like, dude, this is the part where you follow me, So she does get some of the credit. They're incredibly bonded, and we always say she bullied him into being normal because she just would not accept anything else.
Oh, well, and I feel she knew what she needed to do to help him build trust and get through the trauma that had happened in his life. She was his co-partner or your co-partner to help him bring him back.
She really, truly was. The very first picture that we got of Klein and Tora together was the day that his foster parents dropped him off to come live with us, and they let go of his leash just to see how he would be in the yard. And I kid you not, Tora went over, put his leash in her mouth, and started leading him around our farm.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
it's my favorite picture of all time. It's my favorite picture.
Oh, goodness.
She knew this guy needs some guidance.
She knew immediately when he set foot on the place. She probably knew before he ever got there what her mission was with him. She knew.
Yep. And another cute thing that he does, his third eyelids are dyed red from whatever they did to him in the lab. That's one of the many things that he's got. But every day she holds him down and cleans his eyes. It's like she knows they're not.
Oh, this is just incredible what you have experienced with these two and their love for one another. Oh, wow. You and your dog are truly an angel in your dog's life. No doubt about it.
We try to be.
Oh, that is just beautiful. That is awesome. Well, what is it like spending so much time around the dogs, because you run a boarding for dogs, and what is it like always having all these dogs around you to share your life with?
It's kind of my version of heaven, because, it's really people-y out there, and I found I really prefer the pups. It's my dream. It's my dream job. I spent almost 18 years in law enforcement, and so I didn't always deal with people that were happy to see me. And every day I wake up and I go out to a building full of wonderful beings that just are so happy to see me and happy to get loved on. And I get puppy therapy every day. It's fantastic. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Oh, Marla. Oh, that is just beautiful. You just have these beautiful living souls around you all the time that are appreciative and showing that unconditional love to you. And that's an experience. It warms your heart, and it's hard to put into words.
It's a pretty awesome gig.
Yes. I can understand, because I love my animals, and being around my animals is my life. I always say they're not in my life, they are my life.
Yes, that I've never heard it put that way, but that is a beautiful way of putting it. People always, my daughter even says, you love the dogs more than you love me, and I always pipe back with, no, I love you equally. And she's like, Mom, and I'm like, well, it's true.
That's right. I hear you completely. Oh, I just love that, Marla. That is just incredible. Well, how can our listeners get in contact with you if they would like to? I know you're in a certain area for the boarding, but if they'd like to learn more about how you've worked with this dog, more about Eagle Freedom Projects, you have a lot of information to share. What is the best way for our listeners to contact you?
Yeah, Klein does have a Facebook page that they could always contact me through. It's just at Klein of the Beagle Freedom Project. So they could always contact me through that. I do have a personal Facebook page, so they're welcome to go ahead and friend me, and I will happily accept them. And if they want to learn more about Beagle Freedom Project, they can go to beaglefreedomproject.org. They have a lot of great information on the things that they're doing to try to change how dogs and animals and horses and all the other babies that they use are treated. And until we can get it completely outlawed, they are doing things to insist that they have to legally be adopted out when they're finished with them rather than killing them. Things like that. So there's a lot of great information on Beagle Freedom Project's page.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that's awesome. And it's Beagle Freedom Project. I think I was saying it as Eagle Freedom Project, and it is Beagle Freedom Project.
Yes,
perfect.
Like the dog. Correct. Yep.
That is beautiful, beautiful. Well, Marla, this has just been so much fun. I truly appreciate you sharing your information with us, and I am so excited to read your story in our Animal Prints on My Soul book, which will be released here very shortly through Divas That Care. And I want to thank you so much again. Go and give Klein a great big hug for me, too. He sounds like an awesome dog, and also the little angel that runs with him.
Will do, and thanks so much for having me.
You are so welcome, Marla. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
Thank you. I just want to thank each one of our listeners, too, for tuning in to this absolutely incredible and amazing story with lots of information from an amazing diva, Marla Patrick, who, as I said, is one of the many authors in Diva's going to be new release book, Animal Prints on My Soul. So be sure and be looking for that. And share this show with all your family and friends. Check out all the hosts and their shows on divasthatcare.com. Have a fantastic day. Remember, be kind to all. And go give your animals that great big extra hug that they so deserve, and share all your love with them. Until we connect again on Robust Lifestyles, stay strong and healthy.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.